What's up? We're back. It's been a couple of weeks, but yeah, time for part 5. I haven't listened to this track at all since the last time we worked on it, which was, at least a week or two ago. So I'm excited to jump back into it and see what it actually sounds like, where we actually left it. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump on over to Ableton. Let's give this thing a listen from the top and see how things are going. Like this section needs a little bit more something on it coming into the breakdown here. Not bad though. Sounded better than I thought we left it. I know that this growl is going to sound terrible because I think we might just totally undo all the stuff we did on that. Actually, I don't know. I don't think we want it there, but that might work. It's a real switch up. I was thinking we might actually just go into the original bass and redesign it. There's a little bit more coherence. Cool. All right. Yeah, you get it. I feel like what I want to start with this week is just trying to redesign the second drop a little bit. This also, like this in the first drop as well, feels a little bit empty. I think mainly because we've got the bass filtered way down here. Let's see what's going on over here. We're filtering it a bit harder over here. Yeah, okay. I think it's probably just in the copying, in like moving everything around, that we lost some of the automation we wanted here. So let's bring this all the way across, keep that moving throughout here. I threw a tuner on the bass, on this main bass, because it still sounds out of tune to me. I mean, obviously it's not, but it still sounds out of tune to me coming out of this melodic intro. What if we just solo? I wonder if it's maybe because we're saturating this lead as we come in here. Let's chuck a tuner on here, because this is probably pushing stuff out of tune, all this saturation. So it's probably also because we're ending on an F and then dropping into an E. Or maybe if we just kill this last F and drag this out like that. All right, let's solo this again and see. Yeah, maybe that's a simple fix. We can just end on an E so the bass sounds more in key. Okay, cool. I think let's, I'm just jumping all over the place. The thing I really do want to work on is redoing the second drop. We'll work on that in a little bit. So let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of this here. And actually this is probably the better way to do it anyway, because this is just a ride and this is a fill. So fill. Yeah, it's just really dry. It just needs some reverb. Let's blend, turn the blend over, turn the dry wet down. Yeah, something like decently sizable, I'm thinking. And I think, let's see if there's a little, got any like cymbal or like hat loops? Something that's like relatively close to tempo. Yeah, that's totally what I'm thinking about. Throw in a new audio track here. Let's probably have to turn this down a bit. Solo the drums out. They're just getting lost in the mix a fair bit. What about this second half of the loop? I think it could work. I mean, it's definitely like chunking it up a bit. So let's just cut out all these lows here. Don't need any of this crap. Yeah. That's got a lot more energy to it. And then let's just copy this hybrid reverb onto the ride as well. We might put a reverb on all the drums at some point, but I think maybe just doing it selectively sometimes is good too. So and EQ this as well, maybe after the reverb. I'm definitely hearing a lot of low end that we don't need. Yeah, that's a bit better. So let's put a little bit of saturation on, I keep using this bit warmer preset because it just does what it says on the tin. It's nice, that saturation, because even cutting so much of the low end out after the saturation, it still feels much fuller in like in the low mids when you have it on. Just throw this over here too. Maybe keep this rolling through here. Actually, let's cut this and do the transient shortening trick. I don't think we need it to be fully open for this section. It still sounds like, yeah, a little bit too much in the mids there. Yeah, cool. wonder if we don't actually need this. Oh, it's doubled up. That's why it sounded so loud. Let's change this fill up a little bit, maybe. Like, just have this little snare. It's almost like sounds almost like a rim shot. We just have this. Shorten these a little bit. And select them all. Yeah, there we go. Just use the frickin' draw tool, which I never use. Okay, that is too fast. So if we multiply by 2, yeah, something like that. Cool. Nice, 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 nice. I think we just have it continuing from here. That, maybe. I really like that growl. What if we throw that back in instead of these dumb growly stabs that we were doing? Yeah, that's actually really cool. It's just something else needs to happen here in the second half of this breakdown, I think. And we are already... We're only 22 minutes in. Okay. At the 30-minute mark, I'm gonna like properly move on to working on the second drop. Okay, yeah. So I think we need to like get full on into the build up here as soon as we get into that, because that Reese is signaling like it's time to go. So I think we have some pretty mellow risers going on here. Yeah, I mean that's almost like a more just texture. Maybe if we get rid of the riser in the first half of the breakdown. Yeah, we need to pull things back in this first bit here. If we just turn this down like 3 dB, and then we close off some of the filtering on the ARP group, what we can do is just have the filtering build up over the whole breakdown bit. And that way it won't sound so off when we're still building up after this. Maybe we even get rid of the ARP entirely in this first bit and just have it like totally space out for a second. And I think if we bring this back from the intro. Okay, let's duplicate this across, consolidate. We'll get this pitching up as well. Clip, transposition, and we'll go an octave for starters. Crank this riser. Oh man, man, I like that. I like that growl, but it is dumb. So that I like a lot more now. This second, this breakdown is making a lot more sense overall. It doesn't sound like just the same build up breakdown slammed together twice. So but I think we do actually start bringing in this, like, very subtly, like maybe not even until halfway or something. Then we put in like a bigger downlift. Yeah, I think we just hint that the ARP is coming back. Maybe even filter it in there. Something like this, maybe. Cool. What sort of effects have we got? We got a bunch of effects going on. But we need a big old downlift. Let's put that on its own track. Let's go up an octave for starters and extend it out. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, cool. What if we just automate the bit rate like so? Maybe have that come in a little bit sooner where it totally fuzzes out. And actually, I think we need to keep it leveled off, like slowly reduce the bits once it starts to get really staticky, so it doesn't fade out entirely. Cut out some lows on it. And what if we give it a, like, comb reverb or something? Oh, not on the not on the master channel. God, Melda's reverbs are so wild. Let's just turn off filter 1, and we can automate the frequency of filter 4 to have it also descending. That sounds cool. Nice, but I think I want it to actually be like twice as long, like fuzz out right before we go into the second half. So let's just freeze this. All right, let's get ourselves a new audio track. Just copy this down here. And now can we extend it out again? Yeah, we can. And we start it a little bit earlier, so it fuzzes out right there. Oh, it's on beats. Let's put it on complex. Okay, cool. And then I think we just filter it in with a high pass. Maybe go down an octave with it now that we stretched it. Okay, and we definitely need to start bringing it down earlier. That sounds cool. I love this. I love how good Ableton is at warping audio, stretching audio. It's amazing. Okay. Here we go. All right, cool. Let's keep that stupid growl for a second, but let's switch up. Let's do more of a switch up on the main bass. So we'll just duplicate this whole channel and then get rid of it on the first half, keep it on the second half, and we'll come in here to Vital and just start messing with it. I think probably the first thing is just mess with the filter envelope a little bit. So let's get ourselves a good chunk here. It's a lot of popping though. I think we need to smooth out the Duck Buddy. Yep, that was definitely it. Duck Buddy clicks a lot if you don't turn up the smooth, or sometimes you need to turn up the look ahead, but usually not more than like 5 milliseconds. Nice, that sounds a lot better. Actually, is that on the group, the Duck Buddy? Okay, cool. So that means this bass. Okay, cool. It's not really clicking either. I kind of like this big sweep up here in the beginning. What if we copy this to here and then duplicate this across all of this? Just why not? Cool. So then it's like you get a big blast. Something like that, maybe. All right, but I think I actually want to mess with the envelopes inside of Vital here. So let's see what Vital's actually doing. What if we do some weird filtering on it, like... You could try that. So let's map this LFO to the filter cutoff here, and just paint something in like this. And turn the tempo down. Hello. Can we not go lower than 1/2? Oh, okay, there we go. Whoa. That's bringing in a lot more low end, but it's cool. Okay. I dig that. Okay, I think we might need to redo the sub for this, because a lot of the sound in this original patch is coming from how these two voices are hitting the compressor internally. So what we might need to do here is just redo the sub. Let's just kill oscillator 2 here. See if we can get a bit cooler groove going on in here. Maybe like filtering in. Oh, that sounds wild. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think we're onto something here. Nice. That is sick. Let's just duplicate that envelope across like so. Boop, boop, boop. It's getting really squelchy, but I like it. That's gonna sound dope with a big sub underneath it. I'm liking this idea a lot more than whatever the hell this growl is. Okay, I don't think we need to go that big with the filter. It's a little bit too shrieky. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes, especially with bass, too much high end can just make it sound really weak. God, it sounds like water. It's like a... Yeah, it's like a really watery bass. Which I like. It almost sounds like there's disperser on it. Which, to be fair, I think that's what this is basically, this phase disperser is doing similar things to what the disperser plugin does. All right, cool. What if we just keep this curve for the first couple and then go big on the last? Cool. We haven't really changed the pattern at all. So if we just duplicate this again. Oh, is it clipping? You don't say. So we've turned off the sub in this group, right? Or in this track? Yeah, okay, cool. So let's properly filter or EQ just to be safe here. Yeah, because there's still a lot of low end there, so we can just push this up to like... Maybe keep it like around there. And then on the sub, basically do the opposite. So we'll turn that off, this on. All right. It's probably maybe the crush. Yeah, definitely crush is doing a lot of damage, which is what you expect. All right, listen to these two together. Nice, okay. That's sounding better. Maybe we don't need all of the... Maybe we don't need like 4 types of distortion on this thing. Yeah, it sounds better without the vital distortion. We can just push crush a little harder, maybe. That is a wild bass noise. Alright. Let's turn G-clip back off. It does sound like it's distorting like crazy with it. Let's pull these both back by like 3 dB. It's almost like too active. Let me turn down the mix a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I don't like the internal distortion on this. It is so talky. Sounds cool though. I like that. Nice, but I do still think the sub needs to be louder on it. I think maybe we change up the groove on it as well. How are we doing on time? Oh my god, 6 minutes left. Okay, well, I think we basically did what I was hoping to do, which is vary up the bass a lot more in the second drop. But let's see what more we can do in the last 5-6 minutes here. Copy those over so they're all the same length. Yeah, let's do that. It sounds awesome, no matter what octave it's in. Maybe do a little bit more pitch bending. And let's just copy this MIDI down and see what happens. Nice. I like that. That's a good starting point anyway. We can iterate off of that. Because we've got this notch filter mapped to this LFO. But I think, because it just sounds a bit, it just sounds a bit random. It doesn't sound like it's quite flowing with the groove. So I was thinking it might be better to just automate it and be a bit more intentional about what this notch is doing. Yeah, because there's a point right around, I don't know, whatever, 500 hertz where it really feels like it's cutting out too much. Yeah, down there. Okay, start with that. A little bit more intentional, and it's not cutting out so much of the low mids, like taking away all the oomph. All right, let's listen to this build up, second build up again into the drop. I really like that down lift that we made. Nah, this time around, we come in a bit harder with these kicks. Double time right from the start. Get that sort of like trance and bass vibe going. And we're at time. I really like pitching up that textural layer. I think with this fill, I mean, I'm being cheeky again, but it's my birthday. I don't care. I mean, also, I don't know why I'm so fussed about. I mean, I want to do it in like 1 hour at segments, which I basically am. But I'm like, obviously, who cares if these are rules that I've made up for myself. I think what I want to do is try sticking with this pattern, because I'm not really hating the growl that we made last time, and I like the sort of switch up vibe. Okay, so obviously it's all in the wrong pitch, or in the wrong octave. And we might need to actually change the kick as well. Let's copy this groove over like that. This bass is just it's too wild. It's too all over the place. I don't even know. Let's flip these like that. What if we start with the big sort of... That bass is so weird. I think this is going to need a bit more EQing at some stage. Okay, I don't know, maybe something like that. I'm just really trying to mangle the second drop bass. That needs a lot of work still, but we've at least developed a totally different idea for the second drop. I think the other thing this really needs is a kick pattern that actually makes a bit more sense with it too, maybe. I really like the sort of rolling kicks style right before the snare, where you kind of keep it going like right before the snare. I don't know if that's quite right for this tune. Let's try something a little bit weirder maybe. Yeah, it feels like a little bit too straight. Flip it around, maybe? I don't know. I'm just doing whatever. No, not you. Okay, that could be cool. The other thing then we need to change is we need to change the chain up. Get the ducking going correctly, and hopefully that sits everything together a little bit more cleanly. Cool, and then I think we've probably been needing this for a while in this tune, but the snare is a little bit getting lost, so maybe if we just grab ourselves some noise. These cymatic ones, there we go. So just chuck some noise on top of the snare. Yeah, something like that. I noticed this is something that Black Sun Empire does all the time. They always have a noise layer on top of their snare layer. So we'll call this snare noise. Like, you hear how the snare is just... It just sounds like, it sounds so much groovier and fatter. This probably could use EQ as well. Don't need any lows, obviously. Actually sounds fine. Just turn it down a couple dB. This has turned into a very weird second drop, but I'm not mad about it. So let's, I mean, it's going to sound stupid, but let's give it a listen again. And then next episode, maybe we can work on finessing from this build up into this drop a bit better. But I'm glad that we switched some things around, made some proper progress this week. And I think we need a little bit more. A little bit more activity when this comes in. Like, I think we don't even really have, well, we have some noise down here, I guess. Oh, see, you can hear where you can hear that we've lost that noise layer, and immediately, like, a lot of the energy dies. Keep the chain going. That's not quite right. It definitely needs to get dialed in a bit more. I like it. I like that kick pattern. Maybe we'll actually just mess with the bass pattern next week and try and make it sit with that kick pattern a bit better. But anywho, I'm gonna leave it there. Whoa, switching back to big screen for the end of the stream. It's like I've done this before or something. Thank you all for stopping by, and we will catch you next time, same place, for part 6 of our Neurofunk start to finish series. See ya.